Hi, welcome to the Mule tutorials. In previous video, we have gone through the transformers, we have gone through the variables, we have gone through the subflows and flows, we have gone through the loggers and stuff. Now in this video, what we'll do, we'll try to use all those components and create one's first sample application and we'll deploy that on local. So before that, let's say create a project, we'll go to File, New Project. Here we will give the name of the project. Let's say first API proj. We'll click on finish. So in this project, we will use all our components like flows, subflows, session variable, flow variables. We'll use flow reference and like loggers, transform message, and other stuff. So let's create one first API. We have first API proj.xml file. Here we will drag one HTTP. In this HTTP, we'll do the configuration. We'll click on plus. We'll create localhost 8081. Save it. Save. Now we'll drag one variable from here. Normal variable. And we'll configure that variable. Let's say set variable name is first name, and inside that I will add, let's say, Akash. We'll save it. We'll create one more variable, then that variable will be the session variable. We'll set a session variable, and here we'll give the name, let's say last name. Here we will give the last name Ranglani, and then we'll create one subflow over here. As you can see, there is no exception handling and there is no source. So to call a subflow from our main flow, we need flow reference. So we'll write a flow reference and drag it over here. We'll provide the flow name as first process subflow. We'll save it. Okay. So now before that, what we'll do, we'll try to log something. So before that, I will log two things. One is the flow vars. We'll log it hash flow vars dot first name, and then with some dash, and then like say session vars equals to hash session vars dot last name. Okay, now flow will go here, and then here we can set one more logger. You can copy the things from here, and then same thing we'll paste it. We'll say subflow in subflow. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll go and update something on the payload. So let's create a payload. So for that we need two things we can do. One is the set payload, or second one is a transform message. So I'm doing the transform message. I will drag it over here. We'll do the configuration for the transform message. So we'll try to access right now as application Java as an output. I will do first name colon flowvars dot first name comma last name colon flow vars dot sorry session vars dot last name. Okay, so this will set first name and last name in payload. If we want to change, we can edit it, and if we want to store in some variable, we can do it for variable. You can create a full name variable. This will store in a full name. Okay, I will do one more transformation and same thing I will store in payload. So I can copy things from here, first name and last name. I will put it over here. So now the value in payload will be the first name and last name. So basically we have three variables over here now. First variable is the our first name, second variable is the last name, third variable is the full name. And in payload we have first name and last name and as a Java output. Okay, so what else we can use over here? If we want to convert that to Java, or we can do it in JSON right now. Let's say it's JSON. We'll get output as JSON. And what else? If we want to add some exception, we can add it over here in exception handling. So we'll write exception. I will write a catch exception for now. Here I will not write anything. It will catch all types of exceptions, and I will add logger inside this, and I will add in exception. Okay, so this is the small project we have built. We'll have a variable, session variables, flow variables, then we have logger, then flow reference, then transform message, then one more transform message. Yeah, that's it. So we can run this project and see how things are going. So we'll try to run that in debug mode. For that, I need to add one toggle breakpoint and save this. Right click on the project. We'll go to debug as Mule project. So this will deploy the project on local in debug mode. So we can see one by one how things are going. Right now, I don't know. We can check the console whether it is successfully deployed or not. So it's still going on. Just wait for a few seconds more. Okay, it's done, deployed successfully. Now what I will do is I need to hit that API. So for that, uh, we can open our browser and we can hit localhost 8081. We'll come over here. Yeah, he told me to switch the perspective. Right now we can see variable is nothing, outbound is nothing, session is nothing, record is nothing. In inbound, we have a few things like what is the host, what is the path, what is the method get put post, is any query parameter or URI parameter. That's it. Now the payload value is null. After pressing F6, this you can check the variable. We have first name as Akash. From F6, we can check this. This is a oh, there's an issue like in session variable we have put one double quote and one single quote. So what we'll do, we'll go to Mule debug again. We'll click on session variable, go over here. So we need to remove the single quote to double quote, and again I will save it. So as you can see, this is auto deployment is enabled. So it will stop the service and it will start redeploying the same service without anything we need to do. So it's successfully deployed. Again, I can hit this. I can guess. Oh, we are again over here. Yeah, it's session variable we have. Now inside session variable, yeah, we have one last name as session variable. In logger, it will print the first name and last name. Still the payload value is null. Okay. Now we'll move to the flow variable. In flow variable, transfer control to here. Here we are doing a logger with inside subflow and press F6. We'll go to transform message. This will create one more variable, which is this full name with size of 2, hash map, first name and last name. And again, then we have one more transform message. This will basically, yeah, update my payload. So inside console, we can check few things. One is the first one is the flow vars value. Second one is flow vars in subflow and session vars in subflow. Now can see it output as a JSON, first name, last name is Akash. So that's it for this video. Yeah, so if some exception is coming, the flow will comes over here and it will print this logger. So everything goes smooth, so there's no exception right now. Exception we'll discuss more in detail in later videos. So that's it for this video. We'll discuss more on the later videos. Thank you.